Hi everyone, and welcome back to my reviews of the Witcher episodes, the way in the order that I watched them. I'm way too drunk today. I'm not even sitting straight, I'm lying on one side, tilted the fuck. Uh, I saw episodes 5 and 6 today. 5 was about the Jinn and Yennefer story, and 6 was about three jackdaws being a dragon, and Geralt and Yennefer having a big fight on a mountaintop. Um, what I what I liked about the episodes was the humor, the banter. Like the best thing about the series is the relationship between Jaskier and Geralt. They are this series Daria and Jane. And if you don't know who Daria and Jane are, you're probably too young. But if you do know who Daria and Jane are, you will know that I'm absolutely right. So, yeah, I did like that. And it's Geralt is so fucking endearing, but I can't respect him. Geralt is that friend whom you love dearly and who you want to see thrive and succeed, but who always shoots himself in the leg at the very last moment. Like, he thinks with his dick at the worst of times. He could have walked away. Like, are all men like this? Because this is unsettling. We let men rule the world. We give men nuclear codes. We give men way too much power. If this is how men decide, we are all fucked beyond any comprehension. Just because you like the smell of lilac and gooseberries, you throw everything away? Seriously, dude? Like, I like Geralt like the next person, but that is immensely stupid and dangerous. And he has the right to fuck up his own life, just like everyone else. But there are people who care about him. There's Jaskier, who needs him around. And if you're off chasing Yennefer's whims all the time, then your life is going to be way more complicated than it needs to be. And, episode 6 addresses Yennefer's pursuit of wanting to have her womb back. Something which I don't understand, and a conflict that I cannot respect because it's so flimsy and it's such low hanging fruit. Like we just saw her in one of the previous episodes give away her uterus. She refused to have that guy gather the herbs to anesthetize her. Like, she was that willing to give up her uterus to gain absolute power, and now she wants it back. Maybe it's because I'm Eastern European, but here's the deal. We have choices taken away from us all the time. The choice of having kids or not is no different. We, as humans, tend to believe or mistake I want to with I have to. They're not the same thing. Just because you want to have a child doesn't mean you should have a child. There are so many people who have children for the wrong reasons, and we know this because a lot of people grow up neglected, emotionally neglected, or abandoned altogether because their parents want a baby and they want likes on Facebook and they want the social perks that you get from being a parent, but they don't want the responsibility, they don't want to look after another person, they just want the credit for being a parent without the work. And there are way too many people who are like this, who mistreat their children, who let the children grow up without raising them, and it's unfair. And Geralt points that out to Yennefer. He's like, a child with your lifestyle? You're a mage, for fuck's sake. How even? And at some point she admits that she wanted to be meaningful to someone, and being a mother or being a parent in general is not the only way of being meaningful to someone. What she probably meant to say was that she wanted someone to depend on her with their life, which is a shit sentiment to have, let's admit it. Um, but I have good news for Yennefer. She can be meaningful in other people's lives. You can absolutely leave a legacy without it exiting your vagina. I guarantee you, Yennefer, it is like that. You can definitely influence people for the better. You can leave a far more constructive legacy in that way. Like, people are online, people are always coming to me, like periodically there's somebody coming to me saying, oh my god, it's such a pity Henry Cavill is 36 years old and he doesn't have children, it's so tragic. But it's not tragic for Henry. He's left a bigger legacy. He's inspired a lot more people. He's touched a lot more people with his work, with his acting performances, with his motivational um, words and presence. He's always so understanding and so supportive of everyone. He's so compassionate in everything he says and does publicly. He inspires people to be better, which is more than most parents do. You have a lot, you know, this is a time when we have famous parents who are bribing people left and right just to get their kids ahead in life. We have parents who sell their children to paedophiles online. We have parents who do the most hideous of things. We can't claim that parenthood is the only way of leaving a worthwhile legacy, because it's not. People abuse the parent status for the worst of purposes. So I don't want to hear anyone say that Henry doesn't have a legacy. His legacy is already better than anyone can hope for. So that's that about having kids and being and them being a legacy. What I really, really liked about these episodes was how actually soft Geralt is. Like, he's very caring. He's, oh my god. Ugh. Oh yeah, I'm getting sick. I'm way too drunk. I'm gonna finish this. What I meant to say was, Geralt is very caring, even though he doesn't admit it, even though Jaskier pisses him the hell off. He doesn't want Jaskier to get hurt. He doesn't want Jaskier to be killed and to suffer. So, of course, he sees him as a friend. He doesn't say the words. Geralt is like that emotionally unavailable father that you have who never says I love you, but he's always there to rescue you and to hold your hand through all the challenges that you encounter. And that's more precious than a bunch of words that are here now and flown as soon as they left your mouth. I really love Geralt, but I can't respect him. I can't respect him because he makes way too many decisions with his dick. Just because you like the smell of lilac and gooseberries doesn't mean that you have to bind your entire destiny to somebody you just met. I mean, what are the criteria? Maybe I don't understand this. Like I said, maybe it's because I'm Eastern European. But it's how it is. And yeah, I continue to like Geralt. Like I said, I want to see him thrive. I want to see him succeed. But I'm still going to sigh and roll my eyes at his methods. Like, sometimes he digs himself into like an unfortunate early grave. Like, why did he claim the law of surprise? He could have just asked for a coin or something. Jesus. I guess this is what it's like when you get into a series and you feel for the characters and they make you care as though they were real. Like, no. The highlight of the 5 and 6 episodes was the part at the end where Geralt put on an awesome performance, where he turned to Jaskier and told him that if life could give me a blessing, it would be, for you not to be here and to not be near me. And Jaskier went on his way. And then you see Geralt facing away from Jaskier and his face being a mask of pain because he was acting this whole time and he doesn't want Jaskier to go away. He just knows that war and destiny are coming and they're not going to be kind. So he wants Jaskier to be safe, and the way to keep him safe is to have him be away from him. And it's heartbreaking, and Henry acted that scene so flawlessly. And bottom line, I will fight anyone who dares to come to me and claim differently. I'm so fed up with people who are parroting the whole tired uh, verses about how Henry Cavill doesn't do this, Henry Cavill can't do that. Like, I don't care. I know what I saw, and I liked what I saw. It touched me in the place where the big old chunk of coal is. So the man did a great job, and like I said, I will fight all of you if you dare to say differently. That's all for now because tomorrow is a work day and I need to go to bed sooner rather than later. Although, being Sunday night, I'm probably gonna toss and turn until it's time to get out of bed. Fuck this shit.